Good morning, good afternoon and good evening those who are watching this video, and I hope everyone is very safe and I hope everyone is very cautious about their health condition because the situation is not still clear. Still we are in the pandemic situation, so I request all of you to be very careful. So in today's class, let us discuss about vocabulary words. So before getting into the class, let us recall what has been done in the last video classes. So if you see very clearly, we have started the session with all about me, an introduction, and we have discussed about general etiquette, and in the second class we have discussed about a very important topic which is related to how to describe a personality. And in today's class, in last class we discussed about idioms with personality, so how to use idioms with the personality, that we have discussed in the last class, along with some general etiquette. And in today's class we are going to discuss about vocabulary words. The reason for this class is because see, there are many people who will be good in speaking English, good in listening English. So everyone has individual aspects. If you ask me very clearly, one thing about communicating English is still, as like the people used to say that related to education, we are like floating in a sea or in an ocean, because every day we are learning something. As like in communication class also, we are learning day by day. See, most of them, they are good in English. They can speak good English. But the problem is, usage of words. They are not much aware about the usage of words. They can speak with the words which they know. That's not enough, everyone. The reason why I particularly picked out this is, there are many words which we are not aware of it. But to that particular instant, we use some words or we use some sentences to make that communication an effective one. Yeah, we have to go to that next level. So for that reason, we have chosen this topic. And moreover, you all know very well, to learn communication, first of all, we need words. Because when we know words, when we learn words, we can build up that words into a sentence. That's most important. When we build up sentence, we can build up as a paragraph. When we come to know about how to form a paragraph and how to speak about a paragraph, it is very easy that you can develop your fluency. When you can develop your fluency, it is easy to correct your grammatical errors. Because when I start to speak continuously, or when I start to speak 2, 3, 4 sentences, then I come to know that here is the place where I commit mistakes. So I can easily avoid my grammatical error. Now the last part is accent. Accent is the most essential part. The reason why I say is, the people nowadays, they speak English but they don't know the right way of pronunciation. That's the most important part. Even if you ask me that if you use my proper accent in taking this class, no, not at all. The reason because when I go with the proper accent class, it will be confusing a lot, and the people who are watching this video, they can't understand it. So these are the 5 topics. Those 5 topics, let me recollect: word formation, sentence formation, the third one is fluency, and the fourth one is grammatical error, and the last one is the most important one, accent. And in today's class, my dear, we are going to discuss about vocabulary words. Here, it is not about first standard, it is not about second standard, it is not about 12th standard, or it's not about the adult, or it's not about youth, or it's not about your father and mother, whatever age they may be. The basic way of learning is common. First, we should know words. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the vocabulary words related to sleeping. Because at this present moment, if you ask me one question, very clearly, generally when we have leisure time, we used to do a lot of things. But nowadays, at this corona pandemic, everyone used to use mobile phone, or everyone used to watch television. Other than that, everyone maximum are in the bed. I don't know what is the reason, how they can sleep, I am not sure, but this is the main thing. Generally, there will be a stage where people used to sleep at night, maybe even after the afternoon. But nowadays, this pandemic situation makes us all to sleep completely. We don't have the timing at all. So, some people used to wake up very early, some people used to wake up very late. So, what are the words? How these words can be used in communication? How these words can make an effective communication? That's what we are going to discuss in today's class. So let's see what are those vocabulary. So before getting to vocabulary, vocabulary is not learning new words. It's not the right definition. Vocabulary is the right word to be used at the right place. Again, this is not a definition, but this definition can make you to understand the term very easily. So we have a lot of words. What's the right word to be used at the right place? That's what we can say it as vocabulary. Now let's see what are the words which we can use while we go to bed are related to the term called sleeping. First one, a morning person. I hope a morning person. Where I can use this morning person? What is the meaning of this sentence? A person who feels good and alert in the morning. See, generally I can tell for those people who gets up very early in the morning. Because for example, when we wake up around 5 a.m. in the early morning or 6 a.m. in the early morning, yes, it's difficult to wake up. But when you do it on that particular day, you can feel very good. Your mind is good. Your body feels something relaxed. So that's what. A person who feels good and alert, something like he will be very active, proactive in morning. Maybe the complete day will be something a very special comparing to the other day. So those people are called a morning person. Instead of using such a very big sentence, you can use this vocabulary. A morning person means a person who wakes up early in the morning, he feels good and he feels very alert and energetic. The second sentence, get out of bed on the wrong side. I hope this sentence will be like this particular vocabulary word will be something. Get out of bed on the wrong side. That means bad mood in the morning. People generally, if you see, they don't have a proper sleep. They will go to bed. They would have gone to bed little late in the last night. Maybe dreams or maybe no proper sleep. So when they get up early in the morning, or when not like early in the morning, when they get up in the morning, they don't have a good mindset. So like a mad mood. When they wake up itself, they don't feel that they are good. Such that the meaning of the sentence, bad mood in the morning. What is the right word to be used is get out of bed on the wrong side. It means that my mind is not good when I wake up in the morning. The third one is to stay up late. To stay up late. The meaning of this is go to bed later than usual. That means nowadays it's becoming a habit. Because generally as a children or as a teenager or maybe a person who is like a little aged person in our home, generally our least time is 10 p.m. in the night. Okay, before that we don't go to bed, or maybe 10:30. That's the least time. But nowadays what's happening, it's like getting delayed, because we used to watch TV, we used to watch televisions. Nowadays if you ask me a child, he is going to bed like around 10 or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So that's what, when you go to bed little unusual. Because generally I used to sleep at 10 o'clock, but now what happening? I used to sleep little later, other than the usual pattern. The meaning of that is go to bed later than unusual. That means to stay up late. And the fourth one is oversleep. I hope this word is suitable for all of us. Even today I was in the oversleep mood. Because Sunday is a special day. But nowadays every day is like a Sunday for all of us. If you see what is oversleep, sleep longer than the plan. Maybe some people will have exams. They plan to wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. but they can't do it. They keep alarm, they do everything, but they will not do it. Because maybe the planning will be around 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. but they would have wake up at around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. in the morning. So the thing is not happening according to the planning. That is called oversleep. Sleep longer than planned. Then be an early riser. That means a person who gets up early. Maybe this particular term will be used for our parents, maybe our grandpa and grandma, those who are at our home, because they love to get up early. Not this generation. I don't strongly accept it, because this generation people, their sunrise is around 10 a.m. Even girls and boys both. For example, Sunday means they used to say that, sir, We have to wake up at 10 o'clock, sir. I don't know what is the logic behind it, but the people who did this work very clearly is our parents, because they have to go to job, or maybe our mother, she has to cook food, she has to take care of the family. So maybe they would have been the early riser. Maybe the people who go for jogging, the people who love to maintain their health issues, they can be a good, this particular word can be used for them. That means be an early riser. I am an early riser. That means a person who gets up early. And the next one is have an early night. What is the meaning is have an early night. Have an early night. That means go to bed earlier than unusual. Or usual, sorry. That means generally I used to sleep at 10. But I used to go to bed by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. That is little earlier than usual. So what is the meaning of that? Have an early night. I don't know that whether this is happening. Maybe this will happen. When it will happen is when people start to go to bed little earlier, means the only reason or only time it will be like when they are not well. Because they love to take tablets and they feel that I need to sleep. Only by that time they go to the bed earlier. Or else I strongly believe that this present generation or this present pandemic situation, everyone goes to bed little unusual. Maybe I can say to stay up late. That will be the right term for all of us. And the last one, have a lie-in. What is the meaning? Have a lie-in. Have a lie-in means stay in bed later than usual. That means some people they will not sleep. Some people they will not wake up. Just they will stay in the bed itself. I don't know how, that means they don't do their routine works properly. Just they don't wake up, just they don't sleep. Just they have the blanket and they cover up and they sleep. Or maybe the eyes are not completely closed, just they do it. That means stay in bed later or stay in bed longer than usual. That means the meaning of this is they love to stay in their beds. The meaning is have a lie-in. So these are the words which can be used as a vocabulary. See my dear, there are a lot of vocabulary terms for every situation, for every condition. But what is the word which we have to use? That's most important. And today I have selected a topic, vocabulary words, on the term called sleeping mode. The reason because I want you people to learn every term. It's not that I'm going to fix this particular topic and I'm going to tell that you have learned. Maybe I can tell you that assurance that these are the words can be related to sleeping. If you use it while you sleep, or if you use it, it's not while you sleep, you need to use it. You can use these sentences before you do this activity. That will be better for all of us. So when you do it, your communication gets into the next level instead of using normal words. I hope so you all will follow it. Thank you. Now let us see the next topic. If you see our first video of today's class, we have discussed about vocabulary words which is little bigger, but it is related to the term sleeping and the activities which we do related to sleeping. If you could see those words little bigger, but it gives lot of sense and meaning and it makes your language a perfect one. Now let's see what is going to be done now. If you see, there are some words. If you could see in simple English, we used to say phrasal verbs. So let us discuss the topic phrasal verbs and all a little later. But let us see what are the simple words with a definition which is related to the word sleeping. Because if you do one particular action, if you do one particular action, there are a lot of words related to those words. There are a lot of words related to the situation. So those words we have to identify. If you could see in the first topic, we have seen some words which is related to sleeping, but here in one word we can say the answer very clearly. What are those words? If you listen these two videos very clearly, you can get a lot of ideas, because I am giving you a lot of exposure and I am giving you a lot of ideas and suggestions, so that you can use many different words while you speak related to this particular term. Now let us see what is the first word, wake up. We all know this word very clearly. It's not a new word. We have already used to this word and we have already heard a lot. What is the right meaning of it? Wake up. Stop sleeping. It means when you do an action, please do stop that. So when I am sleeping, if someone is coming and waking up, it means that they are asking me to stop sleep. Get up, get out of bed. So there is a difference between wake up and get up. Get out of the bed. Don't stay there, because there are people, even after they stop sleeping, they used to stay in the bed, because we have discussed in the first video related to that. The meaning of get up is get out of bed. And the third one is drop off. Begin to sleep. That means now there are people that they go to the bed and in the early stage they start to sleep. That means it's like starting to sleep. That means even in the night time, when our mind gets completely relaxed and we don't have any thinking, at the time you have a great sleep. That is drop off. That is begin to sleep. Sleep over. Sleep at someone's house. Generally, our friends used to say that today is my friend's birthday. I like to sleep in his house. Or else today is my uncle and auntie's birthday. I love to sleep in their house. We want to sleep in someone's house. At the time we can use sleep over. That means I love to sleep in someone's house. Next one is go off. Go off means go to sleep. I'm going to sleep now. That means I feel sleepy. Now it's time for me to get into sleep. That means I feel drowsiness. And the last one is nod off. That means almost these two are same. Begin to sleep. That means the difference between this word and this word is nod off means, for example, you watch a movie at night time, or maybe you are very tired, you are very drowsy. You start to watch that movie. Without your knowledge, you start to sleep. You begin to sleep. That is called what? Nod off. Now you can understand the difference between this one and this one. I will tell you again the right pronunciation. Wake up, get up, drop off, sleep over, go off and nod off. I hope these are the terms which is related to the word sleeping. I hope you all use these words wherever it is possible. Now, as always, as it is an important day related to every week Sunday, we are going to discuss a lot of new topics. I don't know when you are going to watch, whether it is Sunday or someone, but I do this video on Sunday, so I love to give you a lot of topics. So, in lot of topics, I am not giving you lot of new sentences. I am going to give you just 4 or 5. In the first one, general etiquette, we are going to see some big sentence. For that, a particular word is substituted. For example, you see, one who has strange habits. Say, I need to say this in one particular, word. What is the word I can use? Strange habits. That means, generally the people who have one particular habits. You are different from that. You are not like normal to that. Those people are called as eccentric. E in echo, C in Charlie, E in echo, N in November, T in Tango, R in Romeo, I in India, C in Charlie. The second topic is a place where orphans live. For example, we have a family, we live with each other. But there are people who don't have family, who don't have any people. So they love to live in one particular place. That particular place is called orphanage. O in Oscar, R in Romeo, P in Papa, H in Hotel, A in Alpha, N in November, A in Alpha, G in Golf, E in Echo. And the third one is one who believes in faith. They used to say that, no sir, my life is drastic. What to say? Everything is happening according to their faith. They believe that those things a lot. They don't believe the hard work, they don't believe the smart work, just they believe the faith. Those people are called fatalists. F in Foxtrot, A in Alpha, T in Tango, A in Alpha, N in Lima, I in India, S in Sierra, and T in Tango. Those people are called as fatalists. And the last one is a thing no longer in use. I have a thing, I can't use it again for a long time. Because we have this kind of things maximum in our home. Because we always people remember only new things. So there is a thing which has been not used for so long and it can't be used again in future. That particular word is called obsolete. O in Oscar, B in Bravo, S in Sierra, O in Oscar again, L in Lima, E in Echo, T in Tango, E in Echo. See, these are the 4 words which can make our language short and simple. Instead of using a very big sentence, I can use one particular word and I can finish my communication, so that the people who are listening me, they feel very happy that this particular person has a good language skill. Now let us shift over to the last topic of today's classes. Important basic English sentences. We have discussed a lot for the people who can develop their English. This is for the people who are at the beginners. See, I am dividing my class into two different categories. One who can learn everything, at the same time one who are at basic level. Here there are sentences. I can't give all the sentence on one particular day, so I am dividing it. First one, I really appreciate it. If you like someone's work, if you feel that his work or her work is very good, you want to tell them very good. For that particular word you can say, I really appreciate it. Your work is very good. The second one is, I'm not really sure. Someone asking you one thing. They ask you a question. You are in a position to answer that particular question. At that time you can say that you are not sure about it because you don't know the answer. Okay, at that time you can say, I'm not really sure. The third one is, you crossed my mind. This particular sentence is maximum used nowadays because we people meet new people. Today we meet a people, tomorrow we will meet another people. So it's not that we have only the people who know very well. There are people who may forgot and there is a chance. At that time we meet the person again. At that time you can say that you crossed my mind. That means I thought about you. There is a chance. There was a chance where I thought about you. At the time the particular sentence talk about the remembrance. At that particular junction you can use, you crossed my mind. And the fourth one, you inspired me. You can tell your father, you can tell your mother, and you can tell the teachers whom you like the most. Or maybe the people who inspired you. That means they are the role model for you. At that particular junction you can say that you inspired me. That's so true. Someone said something. You feel that is 100% true. It's not that you have a 0.1% doubt. In that particular sentence, you need to answer them. You can say that's so true. And the last one is, keep up the good work. As like the first sentence, yes, you feel that someone does a good work, you need to appreciate them, or you feel that your word should give them the confidence. At that time, you can say this, keep up the good work. That's good. That's the spirit. What is that? Keep up the good work. Continue to do more good work. But now it's good. Do it more again. That's what. Keep up the good work. So in today's class, we discussed variety of topics. I will not use variety. We can say that different topics and different usages. So I request all of you to use all these particular topics. It's not about just learning. It's about how to apply this. That's most important, my dear. It's not learning. Learning is like an art, yes, 100% acceptance. But the learning process should be applied in our day-to-day life to know that whether we are the better users. I hope so. All these topics, all these necessities will be useful for you when you practice it, when you do it regularly. I hope so. You all will follow it. And if you have any query session, go to a query session so that I can give you a lot of ideas. I can make sure that I can make my topic little more clear for you. So I hope so. Today's class is very useful and I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope so. I too enjoyed this class very well. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, it is signing off, Mother. Thank you.